today the guests for today's are dear Deepak sir, our faculty. So we are going to interview him.
Sir, could you share your journey from the corporate life to the academics? How did you experience your journey?
Okay, so let me begin from my parents from the starting, because my first job was with IBM. Right? So after completing my MBA, actually I just went to, I was actually putting a lot of efforts even before going to join the corporate. We have to prepare a lot. Means every day we should spend time just for self-development and skill enhancement. So everyone need to work on their communication, their technical skill like computer, typing, like some software, like MS Office, or like nowadays you guys need to learn about AI, right? What's happening in the corporate, like what people are looking at is actually they require skilled people, not the educated, because India is actually producing so many MBA graduates, right? And the companies, what they actually look in us, so they actually look us what is the difference between the A student and the B student, and we have so many different type of MBAs also, right? For example, there are some B schools, there are some central there are state run, there are private universities, right? So we have so many different type and quality and the mindset, the different syllabuses, right? So when it comes to corporate, they actually look for lot of skills. Means why they will actually do like this, because they don't want to spend some money on the person who is actually entering. If that guy is actually skilled and he's already having a capability, what is the benefit for the company? Instead of spending money on his training, the company can give additional training instead of the basic training. That's why every student has to know basics. For example, if you are a finance student, so as a finance student, you should know some basics, right? What is the balance sheet, what is the cash flow statement, what is the P&L, and what are the terms that you need to use every day. And if you don't know that, and you directly going to an interview, and the interviewer are asking you that, so what is the balance sheet and what is the example, they are not checking your knowledge. They actually, when you study, what is the main, why you actually studying from first standard to till MBA, you gone through the different courses. For example, in first standard, you actually learned the alphabets, then you actually got some small poems, then you learn lessons, then you learn some multiplication, then grammar, then you understand different science, maths, right? Different subjects you have studied, and then you have studied general subjects, then you actually, now you become specialized, because you have choose some commerce, and then you actually choose business as your major business, right? So then now you actually specifically choose business management, and now you are actually studying all the related core areas where that same functions are actually there in the organization. So if you are able to understand and connect all the subjects to the corporate, so wherever the challenges, because in corporate, if for example you become manager of one organization, and you some basics you have not understood, and if you don't know the basic, then how can you implement, how can you do something, right? So what I was saying that, so corporates look all this thing, because there is no specific measurement. For every role, there are so many different skills required. For example, software engineer, what is the main basic skill requirement? Because you should know the C, or the present running software skill. You need to know coding of the thing, right? So every corporate look particular skill sets. So if that, they will check in the process of interview, because first they will check what is your communication, and they ask you tell me about yourself, the way you praise your words, right? And the words what you use. For example, I'm describing myself, because if you don't know how to sell yourself, and you have spent 15 odd years to complete your education, and you don't even know how to explain yourself, means that what is the use of studying for so many years, right? Right? You should know the basic details, and you need to explain it properly also. That other guy need to understand. For example, you know yourself very well, correct? So you should explain the same thing to the other person. Means, so in detail, we should use some objectives also, right? So when we use that, so you will understand. For example, gold. If I take a gold as an example, what is the qualities of gold? It is yellow metal. It's shining. Means, for example, if I'm actually telling about myself without giving my qualities, I should tell that, right? I was a brilliant student. I used to work very hard. I used to study so much. I used to spend a lot of time in the library. I was actually got an award. I went to so many marketing events. I was actually a class CR. I used to represent so many students. So have so much of this thing. You are just describing yourself that you already fit for the profile. Means so many, you have so many qualities, so many idea, you already have the experience. So you just describe that and you make the interview in very interesting. So that person will be impressed, right? Yes, I have attended international conference. I have actually done some research, and I was actually I was a sports person. And means what you are actually doing is actually you are not just attending the interview, you are just convincing the other guy, and you are actually linking some information to his brain that so some way that person actually maybe is a sports guy, some maybe is a research guy, or some background or a HR about this, right? So directly or indirectly you are actually preparing. You are actually connecting, you are communicating, right? So make the conversation interesting. Means other guys, if I actually speaking, if I'm speaking to you, if I don't find any interesting parts, or I'm not able to getting what you are speaking, so do you think communication will continue or it will break out, right? I should connect with the people. I need to understand the other person what is actually doing. So then the continuous connection will happen that maybe. So if he's satisfied with your interview and he found all the qualities in you when you are actually explaining, so that time the person will definitely going to choose you for that particular profile. The corporate what actually they look for lot of skills, lot of commitment. Means you should have disciplines. Discipline is main thing. Means time, punctuality.
Speaking about commitment, how committed are you to your corporate job?
Yeah. I'm just giving an example from the first company where I joined. I actually got some top achiever award. Means super talented achiever award. Means I used to work and complete my work within the deadline, and I used to work very fast compared to other people. Where this kind of skill, right? Means they can differentiate my skill with other person. Means other guys taking 2 hours to finish that work. I'm just finishing the work within 1 hour. Means so I'm very fast. Why am I able to do that? Because I have multiple skills. Maybe I'm having a typing. I'm communicating, understanding. I use computer so fast. Means because of multiple skills. I done that work very fast compared to other guy because other guy doesn't have the skills to complete the work. I had so many skills that I have increased the efficiencies, right? So that's the difference. What previously wherever I worked, what are the companies work, I always met the expectation. The expectation was here. I always used to go higher level because so the all bosses, right? So if your bosses when they will actually give you freedom, means the person should believe you that you can do your work without monitoring you. Means maybe there are so many people working under you, maybe 20, 30 people are working around you, but do you think you have time for everyone you go and monitor each and every work? No, right? Because the people want to work in team. Means they believe these people will deliver whatever I say. So that's why they will have team of people who can do the work perfectly without making any excuse. That's the way, right? People look, because if I'm making so much of trouble to my team member and I'm not completing my work, do you think that manager will be good on me? No, right? So always they want some guy who can deliver something better than the other guy, and he's very good at doing that. Then he will be growing so fast. And one more thing, learning never ends. Every day at least you need to learn so many things to become competitive, because presently you know that there is a technological competition. We are a human competition, talent competition is different, technological competition is different, educational competition is different. We have multiple competitions, right? To face all the different area of competition, we need to have an equip. Means we need to upgrade ourselves from everything.
As you have more knowledge about corporate life,
Yeah.
so what motivated you to shift from corporate to teaching? So what motivated you?
So all my work is actually related to the finance. There also I was actually working with financial companies, and here also I'm working with the same field. I haven't changed my field. Actually, it's both are the same, whether it is corporate, whether it is finance. First thing I'll tell about IBM. Why I actually quit IBM. So IBM is actually one of the MNC company and it has a very good brand. And I used to work for international company called British Petroleum. Right? I think you guys know nowadays Geo is actually had tie up with BP. So this company actually given accounting. Means BP, they don't want to do their own accounting. They have actually given IBM software and their ERP called SAP. So it is managed by from India. So I used to manage Netherlands countries entire accounts. So, for example, if any payment or anything is happening, the company require, they want to buy asset, right? So, company requires so many assets. So they need to buy some plant. They need to buy some units. So, what they used to do? They used to send me this thing. I used to do all the this quotation, different quotation, and I used to check all those things. Then I will finalize the one, and I will make the payment also. They will actually finalize one, and we will just make the payment. And it's not like it's only one payment you have done. You have actually doing multiple payments. So for that, every transaction should be authentic, and the person who is doing the transaction, because it's not a small number, it's in billions of dollars. So whatever I do, I cannot disclose to someone else. If somebody knows that I have that account where I can transfer that amount to someone, so they can do anything, right? Because confidentiality is very much important in any company. Even they had some clause that I cannot move and join to some other competitors. Means where it can affect their business also, right? So after that, that's why I actually didn't continue in the same field after leaving IBM. The reason why I left, actually, the project got shifted to Philippines. You know the Philippines, right? Philippines is a country where the land, it's actually in around the sea area where it's small islands, and the land is not stable. Just like every month or a week, you got some earthquake or some all those things. So are happening. That's why they told us to shift to Philippines, and I searched everywhere. I found this life is important than job. I mean, where there is a self risk. Right? There are so many jobs like police or a pilot. All those jobs also have like a telephone or this tower guy. All those jobs are very much risk. Means you don't know when what will going to happen. Even drivers, their jobs are very much risk. That's why they get paid so much. So that's why I don't want to take my life as a risk. So then I shifted to some other company and started building my career. And the same field finance, but I shifted to the division and start working on those things. So you can also do that. But if you want to share the entire all the different company experience, it will take a lot of time. But for now, I think it's going to be very short, and you are able to understand that. Anything else that you want?
As we prefer in specialization in finance and business analytics.
Yeah.
So according to you, what do you think? What skills we require to get a corporate one?
Yes, for finance, you need to do a lot of finance related courses, right? Courses means certifications. So, for example, there are so many in finance also. There are so multiple disciplines, correct? So you need to look. Means there are some. What is your dream job, right? So accordingly, according to your dream job, you need to which all things can help you. So you need to do the certification courses related to that, because you should have at least the basic knowledge. You have advanced, so you should get upgraded. Means so the person who is actually coming for interview, that guy will be able to notice that, right? For example, if I'm actually want to go for capital market in finance, so I will do all capital market related certification. But if you really don't know which certification you're doing, then it's not actually going to be useful. Right? Just check what is your dream job. Maybe you want to become a banker, or you want to work in a bank, or you want to work in some mutual fund company or an AMC, or you want to work for some tax this thing, like ANY or Thomson Reuters. So just look the which profile suits what kind of courses. Continuously start putting more focus every day, at least 1 hour. Every day you see something about that. You do some research and build some knowledge about that industry, what's happening, what is the means. You should look for a job where you will be there. For example, you're not investing, you're not going for a job just for now, right? Just if there are so many changes happening, you should look for some sector where you will have a career. Means you have a future, or you can work long years. Means if you want to work for someone 10 years, 20 years, what is your plan? According to that, you choose the specific field and start working, because you should have a passion. Means whatever the job you are going, you should do it with the passion. If you have a passion, what's going to happen? Your energy level will increase. Means you even if you're working 10 hours, 20 hours, you will not get tired. But if you don't have a passion just for a job, and I went, I worked, then I quit. Means why? Because you don't have a passion in that sector. Means you should do what makes you excited. Means every day my thing is every day I want to learn something. Means I want to teach that thing, and I'm very good at this thing. Telling yes. So whatever is actually, if your input is good, output also will come out very good. But if your input is negative, there is no positive. Means always you want to complain. This guy don't speak to me properly. That girl is going there. So see, look at this environment is not good. Means you always should not complicate yourself. You always keep thinking in a different way. Say, yes, look at that girl. She's actually studying very well. Yes, I want to be with those people, right? Yes, that guy is getting a rank, right? How do you think he is getting a rank? Oh, something is like. Means compared to other guy, this guy is actually putting some extra efforts, some time. How can I do that? Yes, I'll think, I'll make friend, I'll interact. Yes, I maybe your old habits, whatever. If you want to improve yourself, what is the one thing that holding you back? Your habits. Every day you have the same habit, and you think you can change yourself. No, right? So you should change your habits. You should change your inputs if you want to become better. You always try to practice that, do so many things. Right? Every day you are doing little, small thing means one day you will become an expert. It's not like you will take a big leap. Like, for example, one day I will become CEO. Directly you cannot become CEO, right? Because CEO you have a lot of experience. You should know so many things, right? Maybe that you are actually, in your brain you should think, I want to become CEO. I'm on the process, on the way. I'm learning. For that, what are the skills are required? Communication. I should learn about management concept, principles. All those things you are learning. The one day you will go to train. It's a process. Everything is actually will take time. From beginning, you should start from somewhere. Today you started from point 1. So tomorrow you will be there in next point 1.1, point 2 like that. So every day you are making progress till you reach that. So you start and you will finish. Then when you actually achieve, then it's you achieve your goal and you want to do that for continuously because you are putting a lot of effort. Your interest is that. You want to do that. That's very important. Right? Whatever you want to do it with 100%. Do it. Don't do. See, I've given some work. Means I'm seeing mobile. I'm doing that. Seeing anything. I'm looking at somewhere. I'm going to spend something. Do with 100%. When you watch movie, how you will watch, right?
Will give interest.
100%. You are listening to that music. Your eyes is just looking at that video, and your body is also yes. The action is going on. Oh, wow, melody, what a song! Yeah, super music. Wow, I felt that. You felt everything you are doing, right? When you watch some video or some movie, every body part, your brain, everything you put 100%. You are there in that moment, in that situation. You are not going out of that. Every work also, each and everything, if you put 100% in any task, if you put your 100%, you are unbeatable. You can do anything. But if you are doing multitasking, people say that I will do this also, I will do that also. There can be one thing, right? People want expert. People don't want general knowledge, right? When are you going to use general knowledge? When you play Kaun Banega Crorepati, you require general knowledge. But people don't want general knowledge, right? Because everyone cannot become a perfect in every field, right? Because there are so many changes are happening in each and every field. Do you think that guy has having so much of time to go through all those aspects of these things? If you say, no, you become perfect. Maybe you are good in finance. Maybe you are good in marketing. You are good in some software engineer. Or you do that specific job. Every profession has their own weightage, right? Don't do something else what is not yours. Means there will be a professional, right? Means why? If you are doing one thing in your life which will actually make you perfect. For example, you're working 10 years, you are a manager. Means you are a finance manager. Means you are putting a lot of time there, right? More time you spend on the specific field, you become expert. But you are leaving so many jobs, changing every 6 months, 3 months, 5 months like that. Do you think you will become perfect? People don't want to hire those kind of people, right? Because he's living so many, he doesn't have you don't have the perfect perspective of life. You should, before entering, you should know that what is the clarity. After leaving also, you should go with the clarity, right? So in everything, you should do 100% clarity.
So thank you for your valuable insights. I hope this message and your experience in the corporate world reaches to the new freshers. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ashwati. And
Thank you, sir.